So Sarah, how was my mother when she was a little girl? Was she a good child? How was my mother when she was a little girl? Was she a good child or a bad child? Trying to learn the dirt on my mom.
What about her?
What was she like as a child? Was she a
I
rascal?
Hey?
Was she a rascal when she was small?
No. She went to school with Pikey. Pikey took her to Kilnosh school. He's either living in the town today. And your mother sent her out for the Pikey to take her to Kilnosh school. Pikey's up in Irish. And he started school. The Kilnosh school is on the side of the road there as you go to Clogher. And your mother sent her up for a break. I don't know if she sent her to school in Finland. Oh God, she come home with a clothes tore off, she was through the hedges and everything, she was playing with the caddies at the school. And she had a lovely velvet dress for her, and nice slippers and socks. And we see the parents often coming home. And Pat was so quiet, and
told that story
he says to Granny, he said, yeah, I'm not taking nothing back to school tomorrow. There's a big hedge at the school, and they were playing through the caddies, jumping about, and he was in the middle of them. This big band of the skirt was just tore away around, or the dress, and that trail on the ground, and she went back home again, and the shoes, you see them sticking.
Right.
But they say he wasn't going to take her back again.
That's right, that. There you go.
Don't share that.
So Sarah,
Huh?
what's the oldest relative you know of in our family? I mean, that's long since gone, that's dead. Who's the oldest you can remember furthest back?
How old is my family?
Yeah, the oldest in the Armstrong family, first of all.
Oh, Pikey, not Pikey, but the first cub died.
No, did you know George Armstrong?
Hey?
No, you wouldn't have known George.
Did you know George Armstrong?
Would you ever know George Armstrong?
I'm George.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm about 8 foot high. And,
8 foot high.
he's a white size in the sun.
So George is.
Hey?
George,
Your great grandfather.
would be. So that was
That's Grand Armstrong.
Grand Armstrong's father. No? My grandfather's father.
Johnny Armstrong's father.
Johnny, aye. That's
That
right.
right?
That's right.
Okay, well that down in the video there now.
Had his own photographs lying kicking about.
I've seen ones of George, I think. Yeah, Mum had one. George.
Want to switch seats?
His father was tall there, but George Armstrong was higher than him. Which went out and opened the latch of the door, got out herself and into the car. He used to be helping her. And Lord, last Sunday night, I think she was just the last. I've never seen the lake of how super she was. So we went Sunday down to see shooting to still on bother. They go somewhere every night.
Does it?
Yeah, him and her.
Who was Granny? Who was George's wife?
Any night he goes out.
That was
with her.
Mary. Wait, that wasn't Mary Ann.
Hey?
Who's it? Who's George's wife?
George Armstrong's wife.
And George's.
Yeah.
She was Donnelly from behind the Esquire.
What was her first name?
On?
Ann Armstrong.
On
Ann Donnelly.
Donnelly.
Ann Donnelly. And
There was Barney and Paddy and Johnny.
those are her brothers and sisters?
Huh?
Were those her brothers and sisters?
Oh, there was another sister, right? And then there was Barney. He died in Mount Stewart there, you know, Patsy's name was Pat. And then there was Patrick fella, another, maybe as a cousin. But Paddy lived behind the Esquire there, that's where they were aired, you know, up that, over from George, from Crawford's there at the cross. That wasn't the lane, that time it was up, you went up, straight up, and, like a quarry there. And George Crawford took that away and made a new lane. He wanted to hook out the gravel and take it. So they made a new lane farther down. Over to Benny's.
Now, what relationship does
Hey?
our grandparents have to do with George and Ann? How does that work?
What did our grandfather, Johnny
Yes.
Armstrong? Well, he was a father.
He made a song.
George was a father of Johnny Armstrong. That's your grandfather and my grandfather.
Okay, George was our great grandfather. John was our grandfather. Our great grandfather's wife was Ann, and our grandfather's wife was Mary Ann, right?
That's right. Yeah, we got that.
Okay. And you're talking about the Donnellys. You said Ann's family. They were a wild bunch, huh?
Paddy Donnelly's right till
All the Donnellys
the
were wild.
McGuire from
All the Dunleys were what?
Wild bunch. He was Donnelly too.
Is that true, Sarah? Are all the Donnellys a wild bunch?
No, they're two different Donnellys. But you know what them, them Donnellys, Barney Donnelly,
Donnelly name come in.
and them that used to go to Kilnoising School,
When you're in Canada
And,
and America, you get a reference to the Black Donnellys.
they're full of badness. You know what the boys used to do going to school? That big field over there in McLone, there used to be a man making drains for the same man in Cafe. And they're going to school before the one and race, they'd have the thing, the ropes for the drains. Chains.
You're probably one of the Black Donnellys, you know, so that
Oh.
meant
The-
nothing to me.
They would do what? They would do what to the drains?
I'm sure.
Huh?
What they do to the drains?
Those to the, you see, the night before the man was set there, all they wants the drains made, policemen that come and hit it.
I know.
They would change the thing and
We heard that
put the drains on the road with a, whatever, you know, a rope or
This would
something.
be Irish people or Irish Americans?
Irish Americans,
They're
Canadian,
full of rascality.
Canadian sort of
Hey,
people that.
Do I know any Irish? Is that what you asked me?
can you see your press now?
No. Can you say it?
No, but,
They probably can't say them in English.
Do you know it? Yeah. do you know? Do you know any Irish, Sarah?
no, I didn't. Paul went 2 years down there, for 3 weeks every summer down to the Irish schools down in Donegal. And in the end of the day, it was round it quick enough because, you know, there was a parish priest, there's a hall, and they'd done the school and all that mass in the evening. And he'd call out someone that maybe was no there, no time, for to read the lesson in Irish. And there was a fellow who was out 2 years before Paul, and when he got up to read it, the parish priest called him down. He says, that's not Irish here at all. He says, you're here coming this 2 years and you don't know the words. So Paul was afraid, and the next evening he was called, and whatever bit they got him, if it was how to manage it. He said somebody's telling him since that parish priest took an odd jar of drink. That's the reason they took him down. But it was nice to know, but so they say the Irish, our father and Irish do the priest.
What was the last movie you went to see?
Oh God, it must be a long time movie. I don't know where, I don't know what a movie hardly was. The pictures were better that way than they now, I think too.
Do you remember the last movie? Did you ever go see The Quiet Man? You ever see that? You ever go see the movie The Quiet Man by John Wayne?
I don't know whether there was any house for pictures much. Why, the picture house in front of it, that's the hall, isn't it? Brian? You know, the hall that you went to most.
Oh, I know where it is. There used to be an old one
Hey?
where the fire brigade fire station is. That was the first picture house, was it? That was the old.
I was Joe Sherry owned it.
Yeah, that was an old picture house.
What
back then.
have in it now?
Fire station there.
Hey?
The fire station.
Oh,
And then I think it moved from there to the
I
corner.
hear them saying that wherever they got the films out of for that they were covered with flays or something, that you'd be stretching the whole time to get in there. I hear them talking now about that. Suppose they got them films rolled up and sent to one.
So what did popcorn cost when you went to the movies anyway? I want to know. I want to know the truth.
There's no
What?
popcorn.
What? There was no popcorn when you went to the movies?
Popcorn?
Yes.
What's that?
Cinema here.
What's that?
What do you do with that? They did that when you're sitting there.
All right.
Yeah.
You eat it when
That's a
you
very American thing, that.
drink a Dr Pepper and a popcorn, and maybe some jujubes or some what's this other thing? Milk Duds.
Oh, I should have one day now to be chocolate to be one now.
What's milk duds?
Eh? Chocolate.
Chocolate little chewy things. Yeah. So you didn't have popcorn when you went to the movies?
No, well, have you to soften the water? And
No,
Like,
you just
eh?
you put butter. You put butter. It comes in a big sort of a bag.
huh?
It comes in a large
Box,
bag,
a bowl, a
bag
bucket,
box.
or a
Yeah,
bag.
like a bucket, like a plastic bucket, and it you put butter in it, and right enough, like we only got used to it in Canada,
I hear
and you
from
get hooked on it fast. Nice stuff.
She got at the
But
tip.
when you eat it, it goes into nothing in your stomach. It's just sort of like.
What do you put sugar on?
You don't put sugar on it.
No, well, there's a sugar already in it somewhere, like only
No
No.
castor oil.
Salt.
salt
Salt and butter.
salt and butter.
No.
It's popcorn. Yes.
It's made from seeds, and they put it into the machine and it just pops on.
Alright.
sort of,
Well, what would have to be made of?
So what did you have? What did your boyfriend buy you when you went to the movies? I mean,
Huh?
what did your boyfriend buy you to eat when you went to the movies?
Oh, I don't have to, I don't know what to
Chew
be.
tobacco.
Chewing tobacco.
I doubt it's a bikey or something.
yeah.
How about some chicken and chips or?
There's no chips anymore.
Oh.
Oh, God, no, there's no chips to be got. Take the furniture, just so you had it, no.
Sarah, I understand that you used to raise a lot of hell when you were younger.
Huh?
I understand you were a wild woman when you were younger. You go to all the dances and you.
Well, sure, you don't buy your hoop when you're young, you're not for the college when you get out.
How does that go? If you don't burn, what'd you burn your hoop?
Burn your hip.
If you
I
don't,
used to announce saying,
Alright,
I go to dance and I'll go and burn your hoop and
so
you're fit to
the
fit
hip
the
would be a reference to the hip in your dress.
Hey?
I think it was youngsters, you know, rolling the wheel.
Alright, okay.
You know, if you didn't fall out when you were fit. You know,
The dance was all the pleasure they had them,
oh, okay.
having the pleasure they have this and they have now.
rolling the wheel or
Go to
something. You know.
pictures and
Oh, okay.
all.
This-
Okay.
So Sarah, what was the last dance you went to?
Hey?
What was the last dance you went to?
Oh God, I don't know. I couldn't mind, this must be about 70 years.
Oh,
The dances have changed now. They used to be good dances, but not now.